I've never installed solar before, but today I'm trying to power my entire cabin in the woods with this. If you've been following Unpacking, you know I'm slowly turning this into a fully off-grid setup, and power was one of the missing pieces, a piece that connects everything else. You can't really have an off-grid system without water, and you can't really extract the water from your tank without some kind of a power source. I test out a lot of things on this channel and usually I find my way through, but the solar setup is something that I've been putting off for a while. As not being a Sparky myself, I tend to find electrical work a bit intimidating. My plan is to make this cabin completely self-sufficient, so I need a reliable power source for lights, fan in the summer, somewhere to plug in the tools, and a laptop to do some work. But more critically, I installed a big water tank and I want to be able to draw the water for shower systems, maybe a tap outside and a couple of sinks to the bush kitchen and the toilet. And for that, I need this sample water pump. So this is the setup that I went with, and I'll explain why in a few minutes. But here are the specs. It's an EcoFlow Delta 3, it's a portable power station, 1.5 kilowatt hours, 1800 watt surge, 3600 watts, and it is also compatible with expandable batteries. The solar panel is in a Renogy 400 watts lightweight solar panel suitcase. For the water pump, I have an Osita 800 watt constant pressure water pump, the water tank connection kit and various electrical apparels I'll need around the cabin to make it work smoothly, like sockets for inside and outside, extension cords, lamps, etc. And I'm not affiliated with any of these brands, but you can easily find them online, either on a direct site or on eBay, Amazon, etc. I'll put some links in the description. But first, I want to explain what makes this so simple and effective to me. And it really came down to the power station. The solar panel just supplies the powers, but the power station is where the magic really happens. See, with the traditional solar setup, not only do you have to have a panel, but you have to have a charge controller, an inverter, and a battery to make it all work. What's cool about a power station like this, or like the EcoFlow Delta, is that it combines all of those things into one. It's a battery, an inverter, and a charge controller all in one package for a pretty good price. There is no complex wiring. You really don't have to have any kind of knowledge of anything, it's just plug and play. And the price is pretty comparable, I think, to what you get in a traditional solar setup. I do see many videos online about getting a full solar setup for about $500. I was a bit skeptical that I could do it for that low, for my particular setup. What mostly made me want to go with the EcoFlow is the water pump, because the tank is a bit far and lower than the cabin, and it is something powerful, and I was a bit concerned that a 12-volt pump wouldn't cut it. So instead, I went for a 240-volt pump, which would have required a fairly big inverter to work on traditional 12-volt solar system, probably pushing the system in a $2,000 or $3,000 range. With the EcoFlow and the panel, I land at about $1,800. For the solar panels, I went with the Renogy 400 watt solar panel suitcase. Super easy to set up. The reason why I went with a portable solution is first because there are a lot of trees around the cabin and mounting them on the roof directly would mean very limited sun exposure during the day. So rather test things a bit around and follow the sun around for now. So I just got a few MC4 connector extensions which connects to the XT60 plug on the EcoFlow. Second is because I do want to use the power station as a backup generator for my main cabin. I would therefore need to move the solar panel with it in case of extended blackouts. I tested it on the main appliances, such as our fridge, our main house water pump, and all the good stuff like the coffee maker, laptops, etc. And it worked great. I think 1800 watts is pretty much all you need to run everything in the house in case of a big power break. And it's not as noisy as a diesel generator. And it's got this little port here on the side where you can plug in an expansion battery and you can double your storage. I didn't purchase that upgrade yet, but I could definitely see myself doing that in the future. On the front of the power station, we have 4 ACA ports, 2 of them are fast charging ports, and we have 2 USB-C ports at 100 watts. On the back, we have 4 AC ports. These are all 1800 watts. You also got your little 12-volt car charger port down here, and at the bottom, and 2 little DC3 amps ports. And then up here at the top, there is a little flap where you have the solar input, your AC input, and a little reset button if you max it. And then when the power station is set at the cabin, I just plug this big industrial power strip inside and a garden plug box outside. And I can then run an extension cord inside to lamps, fans, and over there to the laptops, and outside to the water pump, and in the future to a light in the toilet and the bush kitchen and the outside shower. The The plan is to leave the EcoFlow Delta 3 plugged in inside all the time, drill a hole for cold to go outside and power the garden box. In summary, I love that it's just plug and play for the installation. Just want to make it find its place and set the cabin power cords and needs all around it. No extra effort or thought. I'll do a review of the use of it once I've had it completely installed and powered for a while, and do a deep dive and an honest view of the whole system. But so far, if you've been intimidated like me about getting an entry-level solar setup, I hope this clarified some things for you and made it simple. If this video gave you a few ideas for your own setup, leave a like and drop your thoughts. We would love to hear about you. And if you want to follow our cabin and upgrade journey, make sure to subscribe. Thanks again for being here.